Welcome back. In our last tutorial, we got our PayPal account connected. Now we're ready for the most important part of any booking, getting paid. In this video, we're going to create and send a professional contract and invoice for our Sippy Juice launch party gig in just a few clicks. If you look at the admin panel over here, you'll notice that the invoice and contract have not been created yet. Now, you must always generate your invoice first. Why? Because Back on Stage uses the financial details from the invoice, like the total amount and the deposit, to automatically populate your contract. So let's click on the Actions button beside the invoice and click on Generate. So this opens our invoice generator, and as you can see, the invoice is already 90% complete. It's already pulled in our company details from our initial setup, it's pulled in our client details, and it's already added our 6-piece band performance service because we added it to our schedule when we created the booking. Let's quickly customize this. So this client is a friend, so I'm going to give them a discount. I'll toggle discount to on, then I'll select the flat amount and give them a $1,000 discount. Next, I need to set my deposit. I require 50% upfront, so I'll choose the percent option and type 50, and I'm going to make this deposit due today. Now, look at the invoice options at the bottom. First, make sure that the Allow Online Payments with PayPal is checked. We want to make it as easy as possible for our clients to pay us. And a quick pro tip on security. I highly encourage you to only use a secure, integrated system like this. Please don't be a business that sends clients sketchy bank routing information over email. That's a great way for your clients to get scammed by someone impersonating you, and it makes you look very unprofessional. This built-in system is secure and protects both you and your clients. Next, there's a checkbox to show invoice in the client portal. You'll almost always leave this checked. The only time you might uncheck it is if you want the client to sign the contract before they even see the invoice. Finally, you can customize the message on your invoice using tokens. Tokens are just placeholders that the system will automatically fill in with the correct booking details. For example, I could use the client first name or the client last name. I can also pull in any booking details like the performance location, the event date in multiple different formats, as well as the venue, booking notes, attire, and so forth. Tokens are much more useful in the contract stage though, and we'll look at those next. For now, I'm happy with the default message here, so I'm going to leave it as is. So this all looks great. I'm going to hit Save and Close and move on to my contract. As you can see, the system has automatically moved us onto the contract generator. If you do not require a contract for any booking for whatever reason, you can just cancel out of the contract stage. But let's go ahead and generate a contract now. Right here at the top, under our contract template dropdown, you can see our sample band performance contract template. This is included in your account by default, and it's a great starting point for most bands. I'll select this to load it into our editor. As a quick aside, this contract should not be considered legal advice, and we always recommend that you seek real legal counsel in your region to properly protect your business with a comprehensive contract suited to your services. Now, if we expand this and scroll through our contract, we can see all of the magic tokens in use. All of these percent symbols with words in between them are the placeholder tokens that will be replaced with real booking information. We can see the client details here. We can see all of the venue information here. We've got our schedule outlined and all of our service details. And all of this information will be automatically filled with real details from our booking. The only thing we need to do is set up our signatures. First of all, check the box for the client signature so that they are required to sign it. And under your signature, you'll select the admin signature you want to use or create a new one by simply typing in a label for it and then typing in your signature. Then hit Create Signature. With this done, as soon as your client signs the contract, the system will automatically add your signature to countersign it and email them a final executed copy. It's completely hands-off for you. All right, let's hit Save and Close. All right, that takes us back to the main page of the booking creator where we can now see that our invoice and contract have successfully been created. Now we just need to send them. Clicking on the Sharing Options dropdown will now show you the options you have to share these documents. To quickly share via email, just click on Send Email. And I'm going to use our pre-built Send Invoice and Contract email template. It's already got the main message here, and it will also include the client portal link in the email footer so that my client can go there in order to make invoice payments and sign their contract. I'll just go ahead and hit send. Now, here's my second pro tip, and this one is crucial. Emails like this with links, contracts, and payment requests often get caught by spam filters. To make sure your client actually gets it, I always click Sharing Options again, copy the client portal link itself, and then I text that link directly to my client. I just send a simple message like, "Hey Penny, I just emailed your contract and invoice, but here's a direct link just in case it goes to spam." This one final step will save you so much hassle. So I bet you're wondering what the client actually sees, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'll open up a new tab and paste that client portal link that I just copied. And here we are inside the client portal. Your client will be able to review your contract and invoice from here, as well as any back and forth messages you've had with them, and also any questionnaires. On the first page here, they'll see the invoice we just made. It's got the discount here that we added, as well as the required deposit. Everything looks great, and I always recommend you take a look at your client portal to ensure your client has a clear way to pay and do a final proofread. Now, when I click on payment method, I notice that there are no options for my client to pay me. Let's fix that. I'll jump back to my admin view, and I'm going to click on company settings and then details. Then click on payment method options. You see credit card or PayPal is currently set to hide inside my client portal. I just need to click on edit, choose the show option beside my credit card or PayPal option, click OK, and hit save changes. Now let's go back to the client portal and hit refresh. And just like that, the credit card or PayPal option is now here. Your client is now able to pay you directly, either with credit card or PayPal. Next, let's scroll down to the contract. And look at this. All of the tokens are perfectly filled in. We have the client information here, the event location here, our schedule, our service details, and even the amounts from the invoice we just generated. And we didn't have to type any of it. Your client just has to scroll down to the signature box, type their name, and hit sign contract, and they're done. As soon as they sign their contract or make any payment, they'll receive an immediate email confirmation with a PDF copy of the document they just executed. And once again, you don't have to lift a finger. Jumping back over to my gig sheet, I can now see that my client has paid their deposit and signed their contract. The balance owing is reflected right here in the top of the admin panel. And if I scroll down to my finances tab and head to income and expenses, I can see the details of the client's payment transaction right here. I can also head over to my client tab and open the email history to see the log of all the communications. And here I can see that the system automatically sent confirmation emails to my client when they paid their deposit and signed their contract. And that's it. Congratulations. You now have a fully functional booking. Your musicians are booked, your client has a signed contract, and you've collected the deposit. The gig is set. Now, the last thing you want is for anyone on your team or yourself to forget about it. So in the next tutorial, we're going to look at syncing your back on stage bookings with your Google Calendar, so all your gig details stay perfectly in sync with the calendar you're already using every day. I'll see you there.